All right, let's talk about a new trend that's been taking over social media. And honestly, it's pretty cool. It's called loud budgeting, and it's completely changing the conversation around money, making saving something you actually want to talk about.
So let me just start by asking you this. Have you ever had that feeling? You know, that little knot of anxiety in your stomach when you think about your bank account or maybe a bill that's coming up? If the answer is yes, well, you're in good company.
And when I say good company, I mean it. Check this out. A recent survey found that a whopping 85% of young people feel stressed about money. That's not just a few of us, it's practically everyone. So what on earth is going on?
To really get why a trend like loud budgeting even exists, we first have to peel back the layers and look at the problem it's trying to solve. Let's dig into the massive pressures that are cooking up all this financial anxiety.
It really is a perfect storm, isn't it? I mean, on one hand, the cost of literally everything is climbing, which makes saving feel next to impossible. And then on the other hand, you open up your phone and you're just bombarded with images of perfect vacations and fancy stuff, creating this crazy pressure to keep up.
And that pressure puts people in a really tough spot. To deal with it, a huge number of people, we're talking over 68%, are just opting out. They're skipping brunch with friends, turning down concert tickets, all because the cost is just too much. And that can feel really isolating, leading to some serious FOMO. But here's the twist. That exact same financial stress can make us do the complete opposite. Get this. A staggering 76% of people have made an impulse purchase because they were feeling financially stressed. It's this thing called compensatory consumption. Basically, it's retail therapy. You spend money to feel better, but it just throws you right back into that cycle of stress. So you've got this widespread stress and these completely contradictory behaviors. It was the perfect environment for something new, some kind of release valve to just appear. And that is exactly what happened.
It all started where so many things do these days, on TikTok. In late 2023, a comedian named Lukas Battle just kind of tossed out the phrase loud budgeting in a video, almost as a joke. But wow, did it strike a nerve. The idea went viral almost overnight, and in just 3 weeks, the hashtag blew past 10 million views.
So, what is it exactly? Well, loud budgeting is the simple but kinda revolutionary idea of being open, vocal, and completely unapologetic about your money goals. It's about ditching the shame and secrecy that we've all been taught to have around our finances. You can really see how loud budgeting is a direct rebellion against that whole quiet luxury thing that was happening. Right? Where quiet luxury was all about subtle status and looking wealthy without saying it, loud budgeting is all about normalizing honesty. It shifts the focus from being status-driven to being goal-driven. And this quote from Lukas Battle, the guy who started it all, just hits the nail on the head. It reframes the whole conversation. It's not about feeling broke or deprived, it's an empowered choice. You're choosing to put your own future goals ahead of what other people expect you to spend. Okay, so the idea is powerful, for sure, but how do you actually do it? Let's break down the practical steps to start budgeting loudly in your own life. It all starts with the basics. First, you've got to know where you stand. Look at what's coming in and what's going out. Second, set some really clear goals. This is your why. What are you working towards? Third, and this is the key part, you have to make those goals known. Tell people. And finally, keep an eye on your progress and, celebrate the small wins along the way. So what does this actually sound like in the real world? It sounds like being honest. It's being able to say with confidence, I can't make it to brunch. I'm loud budgeting for a trip. Or even better, suggesting a cheaper alternative, like a picnic. It's not about making excuses, it's just about being direct. Now, I know being this open about money might feel a little weird at first, but the payoff, it is absolutely huge. So let's talk about the real, tangible benefits of being vocal about your budget. First, let's just talk cold, hard cash. A recent study found that Gen Zers who practice loud budgeting are saving, on average, $629 every single month. I mean, that's not just pocket change, that's a life-changing amount of money. But the benefits go way beyond your bank account. People who do this also say they feel way less financial stress, their mental health improves, and they even feel less FOMO. By being open about it, you're taking away that pressure to pretend you can afford everything, and that's a massive weight off your shoulders. And here's the really crucial part. When you share your goals, you actually transform peer pressure. Instead of your friends maybe pressuring you to spend money you don't have, they become your support system. They hold you accountable and cheer you on. It's amazing. So, let's bring it all home. When you strip away the hashtags and the viral videos, What you're really left with is this incredibly powerful tool for taking back control. Think of this as your financial glow-up.
Loud budgeting is so much more than just a new way to manage your money. It's really a movement. It's about advocating for your future self, about choosing your long-term goals over short-term social pressures, and building a genuinely healthier relationship with money.
Which brings us to the final question for you. Whether it's wiping out debt, saving for a down payment, or finally booking that dream trip, what's the one financial goal that you are ready to get loud about?